So today we are basically talking about you selling off your soul. What does it mean for one to sell their soul? When they always say, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and loses his soul? Is it actually true that you can sell your soul, and in which way and in which form can one soul be sold? Can your soul be sold once you are unaware, or how does all these things works? Okay, so we are going to go into a deeper sense of it. So relax, and then you learn from this. We are still breaking down what the Christ consciousness is inside of yourself. This is a very sensitive and very important discussion that I would love us to have, so that you will get the innermost understanding of it. Okay, so that you know how to correct yourself and to see yourself when you begin to show certain symptoms inside of your body. You definitely know that this is either malaria or cholera. Okay, so how does one make a contract, or how does one actually sell their soul? This is very simple. The society through which you live in is already designed in a manner that once you are born, you forget who you are. That is the first thing. And once you forget who you are, then everything is new to you. You are supposed to learn everything inside of this world from scratch or from scratch. You are supposed to begin from the nothingness, developing your attitude, your character, building your self-image and the image that you portray about this world right from the beginning of the onset of your birth. So if you say ha ya bahai, ye wo abaha, oni afra dada, we are bofra and I say we are kola, wonim ye papa and I wonim the body. Inti sisi abuseni ma omo ba ye no, aho and I will be fat. Wasu ene wo ban nyina aho na oba build wo nipa dua no se na oba ba nyini so oba ba ye papa ama oho ane odofo mu a ana se oba ba ye awudini a wo se ne ma a wo se ne ma ni nyina no obusia no be bia omo wo ba ye no ena be kire. Okay, so ena ye kasa efa okra no, we are talking about your soul. So when it comes to the most commonest ones that you understand, I don't want to start from your family. I want to start from a level that is currently in play. Then you'll be able to understand it from there when I begin to draw it back into a cellular level or a smaller level through which you started. Okay? So yes, in this world, there are not only the people that are in the music industry, the acting industry, the CEOs, the entrepreneurs. It is basically every single one inside of this world that is making enough income to actually live a life they feel or call a comfortable lifestyle. Although they yearn for more, but they have at least a particular kind of income that guarantees their personal experience as a comfortable life in this world. Okay? So everything, you people, you always see one side of things, only not understanding that it is from that very one that every other thing came into being. What that simply means is that if you are looking at business from one business point of understanding it, then you will miss out the level of businesses that are existing inside of this world. You might be an entrepreneur producing water for a particular company, or being a worker producing minerals for other companies. All these companies, are varied on particular levels and structures. Okay? These particular structures are built in place just to be able to rank you at a particular level through which they allow access to certain kind of informations to you. This simply means that if we are saying so who say oba and I say bema no juma and I say oh juma to say like we are carpenter and now we are mason. So all share mason there a mason ya mason omo ahodo ya omo see die omo plaster die ya omo details egum ya omo de light omo nyina no o kan obo ma e mason adwuma nemo e levels. Okay, if you level 1 no up level 2. So level position now we and I say level now we asesiano ebe kire say kwan be so and I say information ben we are no ombetimi abi anampelifo na omote soro honom no ombetimi abi ama mo ase no motimi nyanti ase free. Because carpenter ni say wo say ban forest trade na only the trade all these cryptocurrencies are mo bebre no mo nim de ekoso. So like who involve business name sa business no levels depending on the level that you are able to grow from will tell you the level of information or the level of freedom of speech or information that you get. Okay, I hope this is understandable. All right, so let's pick the one that is most common to us, one that is most simplified, that our society almost portrays it every single day. But before that, let me tell you what the trap is. If you understand the trap, then you will understand what the soul contracts is and how to actually go about when it comes to people selling their soul, or how to actually see this. Okay, there is something inside of this world called a hierarchy, and the hierarchy is the one I've just explained about. You being in a business class, and there are businesses on top of other businesses, and different businesses always exist within the business. Okay, when it comes to that one, in this particular world, there's something called a show business. A show business. And when it comes to show business, it's about entertaining, or it's about your visual representation of things. How you satisfy yourself materially, how you satisfy yourself physically, while you satisfy yourself on your physical five senses, as what the experience of this reality offers. Do you understand? So everyone inside of this world, from the very beginning or from the onset of things, everything has been laid in a straight line for you to follow. Everything has been laid in a particular form through which you only move from level 1 before you are given level 2 to learn. Once you have not mastered level 1, they will keep repeating you until you have mastered level 1, in which you have accepted that their rule or their way of understanding things is the only way. The same thing is applied onto showbiz. Okay, we have musicians, we have actors, we have role models, we have businessmen, we have CEOs, we have entrepreneurs. All these people are part of the show business. Show business isn't only for people that sings, or people that dances, or people that shot movies. No, every single one that climbs the corporate ladder, or that is part of any kind of showfulness, showing to represent, is part of showbiz. Okay, every single one is part of showbiz. Inti se ebana asasi we so no kwan ben a omotimi fa anase de ben na omotade toto kwan am make sure say anase ahunu so say obi a wasasi ya so no kwan a omoche say fa kwan we na ko ana kwan we na ko no eye sa kwan na se one di sa kwan ne pepepe echi a anase se won follow sa steps na omoyima o say follow no ombe kira say de wo ye ne enye untimi fa wadwen endwen ma wo untimi fa wadwen endi bibimba amana aboa anase amana aboa obia de omo kancha say ye no eno na wo say utimi ye pepepe so wo de ba ko kan a omo nje so we ba ko firima omo nje. Okay, sa na omo sister netie. So kwan ben so na omo fa edi nada no ama na ye bebre ama omo timi edi bu ye man no anase ye kra no ho kwa akopem dodo a ya gasa ye besta dane ade ye ho abehye omo nsem se omo nje na omo fa de omo de be maye no anase kakra na ye benye firim no a yetimi edi ehwe ho so e wasase we so no ye de ye kra ne be ma omo de age sa na ma. That is what we are coming to talk about next. Okay, how they usually polish one thing, or how they structure things in order to get you into involving yourself directly or indirectly into their mental confinement, through which you feel your self-esteem is so lower to a particular point that it is worthy of you to actually go ahead and be like, take my soul and then give me everything inside of this world. What is the game? We are talking about show business. We are talking about the top of the top, what it actually means for you to get to the top. Okay, good. So there is a basic simple pattern that we follow in our society. Every president is only one. You have a vice president, you have a secretary of state, you have ministers, you have MPs, you have DCs, you have assemblymen, and you have community chairmen. Okay, all these are people that represents a particular hierarchy of authority inside of our lives, okay? When it comes to the show part of things, or when it comes to the show business part of things, happens to be with a way of exchange, okay? That is what showbiz is. Showbiz offers you what it can give you and what you can offer it. There is no any attachment of an emotional aspect of yourself or your creative essence. We'll get deep into that, but let me explain the hierarchy first, okay? There's always someone that sits at the top, and the person that sits at the top is the one telling every single one of you that the top is very reachable, okay? You always have to aim for the top, and there is nothing that is best than the top. The top means you are the best inside of this world. And then they travel all the way from the top to the down, okay? The down is where the plot starts. Let's pick one artist, whether be it of a musician, or be it of an actor, or be it of a journalist, and then we'll show you how they make things happen, okay? It's very easy. It is very, very easy. Inside of this world, everybody wants to be famous, okay? Everybody wants to live the life. Everybody wants to experience things of a denser nature. Everybody wants to get the deeper feel or connection to what this world has to offer as a physical self, okay? And what these people, 90% they do is that they create the platform through which you will get a taste of it, okay? They create the mainstreams, they create the influencers, they create a lot of aspect pattern of control systems that is put in place, okay, to allow you to bring your creative essence, or the one thing that makes you different from everyone else, to come and surrender that one particular thing to them, and then you took on a new shirt, or you took on a new attitude, a new way of representing yourself. What that simply means is very simple. When you go there and you want to become a famous actor, you want to shoot the movies, you want to travel the world, you want to have the commercials, you want to have everyone chasing after your autograph, you want all these things. What they want in return is your talent. Your talent is what distinguishes you from every other person inside of this world. You have something very unique that only you, it seems effortless. As given to someone else, they wouldn't be able to reach to that particular level through which you can make things happen. So they get you, and then they give you a taste of how it will feel like for you to actually wake up and have course meals and have this enjoyment aspect part of what you call life, okay? And that is how they see things deeply. They first of all give you the sweet taste of it for free. Okay? Only that there is nothing free when it happens with them. Nothing in this world is truly free. The true things in this world that are for free are the things that you yourself, you don't value. You don't value your air, you don't value your water, you don't value your land, you don't value your trees. There is nothing that is of value in this world that you value. Okay? So you will end up chasing after a perpetual image representation of what society has created for you. And this is a situation where they always make sure that the president of your country is one person. You can't have two presidents. There's always one. And how many number of people are always inspiring to become the next president of that particular country? There's a whole lot of you. Okay? So there's a way in which the system works on. When it comes to the entertainment side, we are going to pick it from the entertainment side and then we settle it down, okay? Let's say you are very good at singing. You can sing very sweet melodies. You don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to write it down. When you pick something, you make things move. That is naturally your talent. They recognize this talent. They see this talent. They offer you the opportunity of making you go public or making you goodies famous, or making you expand your creativity and connect with more people, because they understand that true feelings inside of this world is by emotion. It is what connects you to me. It is what me connects you to you. It's what connects you to your father, your mother. Every single one inside of this world is connected. Animals understand music. Birds understand music. Trees understand music. You love music. So it is the one thing that produces the melody that is not yet able for you to feel physically, and yet it has a way of touching the very essence of your soul. Music is color. Music is strings. And as the puppeteer, they can use these strings to either set you free or can use these strings to enslave you. So what happens at the industry is that they will give you the free feel of what it means for you to be a celeb. You are a cell. Okay? Bait is in smaller forms. They'll give you a taste of what it means for you to experience yourself in a smaller form. To actually see that you are not just one person, but you have a way of touching million other people across the entire world, across any time. So that is what they will first polish. That is what they will sell to the world. They will publish you to the world, and they will wait for the world to react to you. If it's a musician, they will raise you up very quickly. All the platforms of social media, okay, especially the ones that have gained enough recognitions, okay, the ones that have proper recognitions that you see them mixing themselves up with these celebrities, okay, all of them are under payroll. All of them are under payroll. What that simply means is that if you are an upcoming, the first thing they do to you is to give you the platform. They will give you their platform to exhibit your talent in any way possible. You will enjoy what it means to have a soft life, okay, until people begin to change their taste from what used to be the taste or the trend to you. What you brought that is the trend. Tomorrow, someone else is going to cause something that is going to change their attention from you into them. Now, this is how the game works. Once they've given you a feel of what it means for you to be part of the entertainment industry, once they've shown you the number of influence or the number of people that you actually resonate with, once you begin to feel the emotions of these people that powers your own being, it is something that if you are not careful, it will lead to an addiction that leads to obsession. Okay? So that was the first thing that they do to you. They will get you so hooked up in a way that when they tell you that, okay, the next trend or your next music isn't making well, it's not moving the waves like it used to, like this song was very good, but this one, we need to do something about it. You need to come to the studio. I'm willing to give you a chance. I'm willing to open the door for you to learn things. I'm willing to sign you onto my record label and then to help polish your talent. What do you say about that? We are going to help you get to the top. We'll open gates. I know gates. I will open it and you will pass through. And everything is going to be great. Like, you are going to do this up and then down. You keep doing it up and then down. And your particular talent now, if you were someone that used to dress very decent, okay? Let me get to the contracts before I come back to this. Mainly, there are trade doors. Okay, there are trade doors in every entertainment industry. There are trade doors. The first door is always the most difficult one, which is like them giving you the fame or them opening up the doors that everyone inside of this world, every social media platform is singing your song and is dancing to your tune. That is the first step, okay? That is the free step that they offer every single soul inside of this world. And equal opportunities is given to you once they understand that the public is reacting to the way in which you interpret things. Okay? Once they understand that you have a connection to the people or the public, that is what trending is. Okay? Once they get that, then they establish that, then they give you the opportunity. That is the first door, okay? It has nothing to do with any of them giving you any rules and regulations. After you have attained a taste of what it means for you to be famous, okay? Now, will you go ahead, okay, and continue your way of singing, or will you rather leave the singing and then you go back to the village and you get a particular farm and then you involve yourself in? That is a very important question that usually happens, because everyone that gets a taste of how sweet their melodies connect people, they want to do it more. So this is what happens next. So after they've given you a taste of what it means for you to be celebrated, they go on and then they lock out the doors. This is them introducing you to who actually runs what and what actually runs who. Okay? They go ahead and then every social media platform that was opened to celebrating you when you were the current vibe or when you were the current trend, that is when you will begin to get the realization that all the hyped up influencers online that always pushes the music, always pushes the videos, isn't doing it simply because out of the kindness and the love gesture that they had towards you. Okay? For the first one, they understand that everything that is trending is going to generate income. Every single one of you love what is new. You love the better versions of what they tell you that the yesterday version was. You love the Pro Maxes, the 11, the 12 cams. You jump to 12, the 13 cam. You jump to 13. You are like chickens that are in an incubating form of feeding system. Everything they throw at you, you jump. So they always find a way to harvest whatever that they can get from the current way of you experiencing things, because they understand that sooner or later, okay, you are going to go down. They are going to show who is who, because after hypering you to that particular level, this is what they do. The influencers that are most hyped, they have leaders in high places. They have people too that they respond to. In one of Yapono's songs, he said, "Why you did disrespect to your master when you supposed give respect? Disobey, you go fall instead, you for the real one and keep in check. We are Simobia or the master. Obia the master. Befokra or master. Even Kene Japan or master." That was what he was trying to tell you. This world, everyone has their master. So what these masters do, these masters are the owners of the record labels. They are the owners of the advertisement agency. They are the owners of the brand ambassador. They are the owners of the big sellers that you know. And these particular people created those particular platforms to advertise for you to consume, because you are a consumer-based life form. When you can think more than yourself, then you stop consuming. After you are able to realize the fact that, okay, my song is trending or my song has been trending for this number of days, okay, you begin to wake up the songs that are already hidden inside of you, including the ones that you've written down in which you haven't actually recorded. You will feel like, yes, people need more of these and I feel I can provide for them, okay? So you are already an upcoming musician. So this fact is not something that you do for trend. It is your lifestyle. It's your way of understanding and interpreting yourself to connect with like-minded people of action outside of everywhere, because all of you are one and then the same. And the one thing that unites us all in every form or every kind of different way that we see ourselves is music. Okay? It contains the strings of your soul. Your soul feels it. It doesn't see it. It feels it. That is why you feel it. You don't see the music notes for music, but you feel every emotion that it is trying to impact. Be it happiness, be it sadness, be it your upper halves and the lower halves. Every single emotion is felt when it comes to music. We unite ourselves through music. Music speaks 1,000 languages without actually speaking. The rhythm of every beat has every influence on yourself. So when it gets to this particular form, they understand, the gatekeepers understand the power that music has over your soul. They know how music can connect you. So instead of putting the person out there so that more of his music can be heard, now they become the gatekeepers, the very people that are restricting the upcoming from getting the shine. Because now you record a particular music and then you send it to these influencers online, those that used to hype your music. The first time it was trending, they were praising you, they were giving you accolade, they were reposting, they were sharing, they were talking about it. And suddenly you send a song to them and they want nothing to do with you. You just send a song to them and then they want nothing, like they don't want to advertise it. They don't want to have anything to do with it. And you people actually feel like they're the ones that isn't good. Okay? When you are in the payroll, when you are taking pay from someone, a significant amount in which someone has helped you build up a particular platform so that you can help people consume, you cannot have a say. You do as you are told and then you receive. Is that earlier, this world that you exist in, if you actually feel like it is your talent that is going to push you to the top, you are mistaken. A talent is what everybody has. Whether you are born into carpentry, you are born into masonry, you are born into singing, you are born into dancing, certain people inside of this world have harnessed this ability and then it has changed their life. But because you don't know the will of what you are, it becomes very difficult for you to even identify what you are. So the industry has a way of knowing that a star is everyone. Every single one of you is a star. But when you begin to burn off what makes the star physical, then that is when you are recognized. That is when you begin to glow, be separated from the flock. You become different from everybody else. And the entertainment industry knows this. So when they give you the opportunity to go ahead and then spread your message to the masses or allow people to connect to themselves in order to cause certain kind of reaction within themselves to think, they don't want to do it. Or they want to do it because there's always a price involved. There is always a price involved. So you would take your music to any of these influencers for assistance in helping your music reach out there, and then it always, like, whenever you talk, it falls on deaf ears. Whenever you try posting, it doesn't go anywhere. You don't have the followers. It just so happened that you were able to hit. Even if you get 1,000 likes, even if you have 2,000 followers, there is no way these people will allow you to trend. Okay? Everybody is always up for the gossip. What is the gossip of today? What is this man talking about his wife? Or is this another man's boyfriend and his girlfriend my problem? That is what we are always looking for. What clothes is new to wear? What brand is the good brand? You are always consuming. And they know this. So you will actually see that this guy music, it made a lot of sense. It's very good. We should hear more of him. But because there's trending issues on your face, all the time when you open, there's always something new trending, you don't see it. So unless you are able to find the ways and the means to promote that particular video or that particular music, you can consider it null and void. And most of the time, you even go and struggle to a particular point of gaining money so that you can come back to pay this platform in order for them to push your videos. And still, you will pay them. Some of them will accept and then they'll promote it any way they can, and others will not even accept it. Because if you say Obia won a master, until their masters give them the go ahead, it doesn't mind how amount of money that you give it to them. Most of you go through a lot. I know. After you have presented that you wanted help from the very people that was hyping your music left and right, and then the trust and then the help isn't coming, then that is when you reach out to the top people, the people that are holding the keys, the gatekeepers. You reach out to them with your work. You will sing for them. You will amuse them. They'll be like, you got talent, kid. You got something great in you. Something very good. We can polish it and make you very good too. But first, like everything else, we are going to make money off what you are going to be putting out there to these people. We aren't interested in the emotional resonance of it. Emotions is a way through which we harvest what we need from you. That is what they see the public to be. Consumers. It's a way that they harvest the love from you in a form of money, whilst the artist harvests the emotions. Do you understand? You feel connected when you listen to their music. You feel love, you feel understood. It puts you in the mood of happiness. It puts you in the mood of thoughts. All these is the ways that they connect to you. But behind that connection, these people are draining you. Do you understand? That brings me to the second door. What is the second door about? Let me be very simple with this. After you have tried everything and then it has failed, for you to come back and then your music be heard or your video be broadcasted, then they offer you the chance for them to polish you up. Once you agree that, okay, I would love you to assist me to get to this part, then they present you with a particular document or a work frame. They will offer you a workout, layout, planned form, document, and then they will tell you to review it very carefully before you accept. Because everything with them is about show business. They are the business and the artist is the show. They are showing you the artist and they are making business of him. Now, when it comes to them involving themselves in these particular contracts, the contract is as secretive as you and then your soul reincarnation contracts. You have to know it to be aware of it. It is very secretive. They don't play with the contract. If you come out as an artist in which you rejected or you refused their proposal of the articles that are inside of the contracts, then you are summoned immediately and you are quarreled. Do you understand? 90% of the time it ends up with you off this planet. That is how serious they take this. So they will present you a particular work frame form. If you are someone that has any legal knowledge of what the law is, you will be able to understand this context of the clauses that exist inside of this contract to a deeper extent. If you are someone who is ignorant, but you just want to be there because of the public, because of the energy, your music is entertaining, but behind that entertainment, there is no any sense of value whatsoever. Okay? You know that people dance to the music because of the beats that you produce. And I told you, beats are strings. These strings are attached to every vibrational alignment within you, both physically, mentally, and then psychologically. It is taking influence. It is influencing a certain part of your emotion, which definitely means that it is playing a string across every soul length of your being. Your soul is what produces emotions. Be it negative or positive, it's your soul's experience. So your soul is taking these music notes and then it is feeding itself. Do you understand this? So when it comes to them offering you the contracts, if you want to be in the entertainment industry and you have decided that, okay, after I have sung for a while and then I don't get the recognition anymore, I want to be able to put myself in this particular way or in that particular way in order to access the crowd. Okay? You are the ones that the second doors usually opens to. And within that particular contract that they are going to make with you, okay? Within that same particular contract that they are making with you, the rules that are involved in it is that you will surrender a certain percentage of income that you are going to be getting from every music that you put out there, because they are the ones that are broadcasting it. They are the ones that are promoting it. They are the ones that are managing it. They are the ones that are providing everything that has to do with you being able to put the music out there. That, in a way that when you think about it, is very reasonable, right? The issue comes when you are faced with the contract that they've presented to you. You've read the inside of it. You've understood it. If you don't know, please, if you are listening to me right now and you haven't, please give it to a particular lawyer and allow them to interpret the information very clearly for you to understand. There are clauses that are hidden inside clauses, like the way there are businesses inside of businesses, okay? Most of the time, you that wants the fame, you are so eager to reach out to the public that you skip things and then you ended up signing, like how we usually accept Google responses whenever we download their app and they tell you that read terms and conditions. Nobody ever reads terms and conditions. Okay? Nobody ever reads terms and conditions. You will go straight to the accept and then you click on it. You've surrendered every single thing that you could have stopped or you could have gained when you have read the terms and then conditions. You opening that particular terms and conditions already guarantees you certain kind of freedom. Do you understand? When you read that, when you just open the terms and conditions, you don't even know what they are talking about. Immediately you open it, it guarantees you certain freedom of information. But some of you just go straight to the clicking part and accept, and then you accept and you open the app. Because even if you refuse one of their community guidelines, there's no way you can use that app. Okay? Even if you refuse one, there's no appeal, there's nothing. So all the end, you are going to accept all. But you opening it makes a difference. So you are in a rush. You want to get famous. You want to get into the entertainment industry. You want to feel the luxury. You want to enjoy the soft life. Then you quickly rush and then you go and then you sign the contract. Okay? They don't sign you 1 year. They don't sign you 5 months. They usually have to sign you at a particular frame that they know at this particular time. Even if you leave the record label, we might have made a surmountable amount from you. And how many artists have left the record label that they are still being supported? How many of them do you know? The record label used to play their music, to go to the interviews, buy them this and to go here and that. By maybe they leave the record label, what kind of support do you usually see them getting? It's a business. Okay? And everything is always inside of the contract for you. So you not reading the contract, you not understanding the contract already means that you've lost a lot. And that is not even the part that usually hurts me a lot. The part that hurts is the part that they will restructure the way in which you present the information, the way in which the public loved the information into a different form. They will change you. They will transfigure you. They will transform you into what is good for business. Your emotional aspects of your resonance doesn't matter anymore. They will transform you from what is lovely to what is buyable, including or inside of those contracts are heinous acts. There are certain actions that the record label is allowed to put on you once you accept it. You people, I don't understand. You feel like when someone always tell you that I am selling my soul to the devil, or I've sold my soul to the devil, you actually feel like, how is it the person took their soul out and then they gave it to the devil? Is that how you usually feel like it is? Because selling your soul to the devil simply means that you shutting off the consciousness or the awareness or the one being inside of yourself that is always telling you this is right, this is wrong. The being that is always telling you that don't do this, you can do better. You can strive a little more. You can assist a little more. That is what you are selling, your conscience. At the beginning, your music was about life changing, how people can restructure their life, understanding that the struggle is real. There's something outside of this world that will consume you if you are not strong enough. There are people that are waiting for opportunities to dethrone you and then become on top. There are a lot of challenges in life. You've think about this. You've educated the public. The public have understood this physical part of the information. the media platforms, they have the public platform, they have your minds. That is why they are able to usually gank you up. Release emotion in any other way is speaking to you. We are going to break down music videos, but I don't know if that will be legal because of how these social media things are. I would love to break down movies. I would love to break down movies videos, music, songs, for you to understand how they are sacrificing things because of you. Okay, most of them aren't in the industry to make money. 90% of them, they don't want money. When the money comes to the record label, they use it to switch it in order to assist you. How? I will tell you. When they get the money with the industry, they can use it to buy, okay, a small window of informing you certain kind of things that are happening inside of the industry. So let's say in this particular month, I'm supposed to take 40% from you. But because of what I want to say in my next music or show you in my next music video, I have to give up that 40%. That is the only way that the record label will allow you to say certain things. And when they bring that information to you and you don't understand it, then it hurts. So the second door of the entertainment industry is about you, the artist, signing a particular deed with a particular label in order to use it and then make money from it so that you can support the artwork that you are doing. 90% of artists only get the fame, but after that, they refuse the contracts and then they get into other business platforms. And most of you are outside, they're always asking, your songs was good. Why do you stop singing? Is this and what? The person will never tell you that it's because of this or the contracts that they offered me was